I'm TV6 meteorologist Eric DeBroca, and here's your latest weather on demand forecast. We see some of the clouds clearing out tonight, but we are still hanging on to some lake effect snow showers mainly across the eastern portion of Alger County and of course heading into Luce, but that is going to be heading off to the east and becoming a thing of the past. Looking off to the west, we do see some clearer skies, but take note of this as well. There is some more cloud coverage going on back farther west into Minnesota and western Wisconsin, so that means keep note on that for your Sunday forecast. But let's keep tab of these snow totals. Here are Saturday's numbers, actually Friday into Saturday from the snowstorm. How about 16 inches was estimate in Wakefield, and that was probably the biggest snow total that we saw, between over a foot of snow. That would be in Gogebic County, closer to Lake Superior there. That was lake enhanced. 3 lakes in Baraga County, also the highest elevations, did very well with this storm. A foot there measured. Painesdale 10.6 in Houghton County. Houghton area generally would see between 10 to 11 inches of snow. It did taper off rather quickly into the Copper Harbor area, where they only reported about 5 inches. And then in National Weather Service in Marquette was 10.3. Other areas closer to Marquette proper received about 9 inches, and Big Bay was at 10, and about 7 in Alger County. But they did pick up additional lake effect, which will add up to right about the 10-inch range. But areas across the south were only in the 3 to 5 inches. Places like Escanaba didn't see as much as they did across the north. But winds are still gusting with gusto tonight, 28 miles an hour from Houghton, 31 from Copper Harbor. But we are calming things down across the Maine Peninsula, at least for the most part. Highs today were pretty cold, especially when you factor in those winds. We're talking single digits is how it felt like, especially early on in the morning. High temperature today was 20, the low was 14, and we are steadily rising and starting to approach the 30-degree mark, at least from an average point of view. And the sunrise tomorrow will be 7:37, and I do believe many of us will actually get to see that sunrise before more clouds work their way back into the picture. But this finally, we're looking at temperatures indicative of February. Nothing like May, like I guess a couple days ago, which was kind of nuts if you ask me. 14 from Sawyer, 26 from Chicago, and off to the east. That record warmth has now pushed its way off to the eastern seaboard. And one more day was Saturday for the record books, and we are done with this historic February heat wave. So back to those clouds off to the west, we are seeing them build back in, and even a pocket of snow here towards Duluth. And yes, we are going to see some of that moving in our direction throughout the day on Sunday. So here's putting your weather in motion here. Breezy conditions continue overnight tonight, and just some light snow develops mainly from west to east across the peninsula. Here's 10 a.m. tomorrow. This will be reinforced by this very slow-moving cold front, but it's not going to be very widespread, mainly for the north, where we could see 1 to 2 inches, maybe an isolated 3 for those areas downwind of Lake Superior, but really not going to be a huge deal. Here's Saturday, the rest of the evening, and we got to get to the rest of it here on Sunday morning is when this snow will be starting from west to east and moving on in. But again, just very light, nothing like we saw earlier in the weekend. So highest temperatures on Sunday will top out in the 27 to 32 range, but again, it will get kind of gusty, especially in the afternoon, 10 to 20 mile per hour. Your TV 6-day forecast now. Well, let's talk about this next storm system, because this does appear to be a very active pattern. Looks like now many of us, especially across the south, will see some rain mix in on Tuesday, and that will transition to snow. Doesn't look like a huge storm, not like this one anyways, but still could see several inches out of this, particularly north. Then it transitions to more lake effect and could see some more clippers by next weekend.